Gerald Blackwell walked slowly through the iron gates of Oakwood Cemetery. Autumn leaves crunched beneath his polished shoes, each step heavy with memory. At 68, his hair had turned completely white, his beard silver against the black wool of his coat. He made this walk every Sunday, rain or shine, to visit the grave of his only son, Matthew. Gerald Blackwell was worth nearly $4 billion, built through decades of successful business ventures. But no amount of wealth could bring back the one thing he had lost. Thought Matthew was his only child, the center of his world. After Gerald's wife died of cancer when Matthew was just 10, father and son became inseparable. Until one rainy April night, when a drunk driver took Matthew away forever. As Gerald reached Matthew's grave, a simple, polished granite headstone, he stopped suddenly. Two small figures were kneeling there. Twin girls, 7 or 8 years old, one wearing a red coat, the other yellow. They were holding hands, kneeling among fallen leaves. Gerald meant to step back and give them privacy, but curiosity held him still. He approached quietly. Then he heard their voices. "Thank you for saving us," they whispered together. "Thank you for giving us a chance to live. We wish we could have met you. Please watch over our mama. She misses you." Gerald felt his breath catch. Saving us? What did they mean? The girls turned and looked at him. "Are you here to visit someone?" one asked softly. "Yes," Gerald replied, his voice trembling. "I'm here to visit my son, Matthew Blackwell. This is his grave." The girls stared at him, and then they both burst into tears. Gerald knelt beside them, alarmed. "Please don't cry. I didn't mean to upset you. You're Matthew's daddy." The girl in the red coat sobbed. "You're really his daddy?" "Yes," Gerald whispered. "But how do you know my son?" The other girl wiped her eyes. "He gave us his heart," she said, "and his liver. When he died, he saved our lives." Gerald felt the world tilt beneath him. Matthew had been an organ donor. Gerald had signed the papers at the hospital, numb with grief. He had never asked who received his son's organs. The pain was too raw. "You received my son's organs," Gerald whispered. The girls nodded. "I got his heart," one said. "My sister got part of his liver." They explained how they had been dying. Doctors had said they had only weeks left. Then came a miracle. A woman's voice rushed toward them. "Girls, what's wrong?" Their mother arrived, Elena Rodriguez, an emergency room nurse. "This is Matthew's father," the girl said. "The daddy of the man who saved us." Elena covered her mouth, tears filling her eyes. "I've wanted to thank you for 5 years," she said. They sat together as Elena told the story. The twins were born premature, with severe heart and liver defects. By age 3, both were failing. She was a single mother, working endless shifts, praying for a miracle she felt guilty asking for. Then the call came. One donor, perfect match. 1 in a million. Gerald listened, his heart breaking and healing at the same time. "Your son didn't just save my daughters," Elena said softly. "He saved me too." In the weeks that followed, Gerald became part of their lives. He helped quietly. A safer car, a better home, medical expenses covered. But more than money, he gave them his time. He attended school events, taught the girls chess, took them to museums. For the first time in years, Gerald felt alive. 6 months later, he founded the Matthew Blackwell Foundation to help families facing pediatric transplants, to turn grief into hope. The foundation helped hundreds of families. A memorial garden was built to honor donors and give thanks. Years passed, the twins grew healthy and strong. Sophia discovered music. She learned to play the guitar. Isabella dreamed of becoming a transplant surgeon. 5 years after that first meeting, they returned to Matthew's grave. This time, they weren't alone. Both families stood together, lives saved by one selfless act. The twins sang a song about love that survives death. And Gerald finally understood. Matthew had not just died, he had given life. That night, Gerald wrote, "Your heart still beats, your legacy still grows, and I will love you forever." Across town, Sophia lay in bed, her hand over her heart. "Thank you," she whispered. "I promise I'll make this life count. Because some gifts last forever."